take a look, because this is the latest and greatest from Shark. Brand new today, priced just for one day. This has something that is called deep clean technology. Without pushing a button other than turning it on, as Elizabeth uses this, it knew what floor she was on. Now watch this. Everything she picked up on the floor is gone, and she did not even have to touch it. That's one of the most remarkable things I think I've ever seen a vacuum do. Doesn't get any smarter than this vacuum. If you are a Shark lover, because Circana has told us Shark is the #1 stick vac brand in the country, not only on QVC, but in the country for the last 4 consecutive years. So when we thought about it today's special value, and we knew it had to be our final stick vac today's special value of the year right here today, we wanted to make extra special. So you are going to get the stand that you will put it in to charge, that it will actually use the second vac, if I could call it that, and all of that dirt went right down here into this bin, which you can easily then remove, and it will even show you, there's a light here that shows you when it's full, charging at the same time. All right, let's talk colors, because there's 5 colors here. 4 are exclusive to QVC. This one is the one you could find in the store, but guess what? You're gonna spend $187 and change more for it. Here is your magenta. Here's your plum, which is sort of a purpley color. Here's your blue. And then here's a very pretty peacock teal color. Do you know the vacuum all by itself with the normal tools, and we're going to give you 2 additional things, would be $449.99. That's what it's going to be. We did our homework. This is the lowest price we found, and trust me, we don't go like this. I don't see any. No, we looked really hard. That's why it is the only day that we can have this. You are going to get, these are really cool. These are like these odor neutralizers. They last 6 months. We give you 2. Normally you only get 1. Here's your crevice tool, and you'll use this with the hand tool or the stick vac. Here is your pet tool that you can remove and use 2 different ways. Here is an exclusive tool that QVC brings you, and we're actually going to show you how you will use this dusting tool. So the dusting tool, and then 6 months in the odor neutralizer, that extra one that you're going to get, it's still not more than what you would pay in the store. In fact, it breaks down this way. 5 easy pays at $60. That's basically about $2 a month, and we give you 30 days to use it. If you want to go ahead and get a QVC credit card, our store card, go ahead and apply for one, and then use it to buy this. And suddenly it went from $299.98 to the price being $249.98, so $250. So think about that as well. Please call us. Elizabeth and I would absolutely love to hear from you. Tell us your Shark story, why you love your Shark, what you're excited about. You know, we're talking about a stick vac that literally is amazing. Elizabeth, you have been here since the very beginning of Shark at QVC, about 17 years? Yeah. And even you said to me on the phone when we talked, you're like, this is the most amazing stick vac that we've ever sold. It's so smart.
It is smart. It's like your smartphone, your smart doorbell, your smart home. This is your smart vacuum. A vacuum that senses and reacts to whatever's happening in your home, floor types, dirt, all that. So just to get started, Pat, it is about a 6-pound cordless. So our lightest weight, 25% lighter than our other cordless vacs. You're not giving up any power, but I want to show everyone kind of what happens back here. This is the brains, okay? So you're going to see this also on the base, but it's really great to see it here. As you're vacuuming, you just push one button, and now it's detecting the floor type. So when it goes blue, you know you're ready to go. And right here where I am, there's no dirt. So that what blue means, there's no dirt. But watch what happens as we go over this coffee, cereal, crafting beads. See how it's cycling between the yellow and red? The more dirt that it sees or, you know, senses, the more dirt that, I mean, it stays the colors. Now, I went back, there was still some dirt. There's still some little tiny coffee grounds. When it's done, or when it senses that I'm clean, it's gonna go back to blue. It actually told me that my floor is completely clean now. I don't have to guess. I'm not pulling a trigger. You push the one button. And Pat, come with me. Should I go to the vacuum? Should I go to the garbage and empty all that? No.
Because it never makes it in the can. It poofs back at you, or in my house, it always lands on the outside of the can, and then I got more vacuuming.
Yeah, so what instead, we're just gonna bring it right back to the charging base, which you'll have set up somewhere in your home. Then you're just gonna place it in there. It'll start charging immediately, and whoop! Now, all of that dirt, hair, dust, whatever we just picked up, it's going right into the sealed base, okay? So like you said, it's kind of like two different vacuums. A 4-stage filtration system traps 99% of dust and particulates. Wow. Your odor reduction is right here on top. That's where the puck goes, keeps the odors, you know, contained and guards against bad odors in your home.
That's why you don't have to empty this every single day.
Exactly. Weeks and weeks of time, I'm telling you, depending on how you vacuum in your home, that's how much that bin holds. And I've got to give you a crazy number. Okay. 1,000 times less dust exposure versus manually emptying it into the trash can.
And that's what you want in your house.
That's what you want.
That's what you want in your house. Pick a color. Do the 5 easy pays. Already over 200 of you have ordered. Again, tell us your Shark story. Yeah. Shark has always been about innovation, but also keeping it at a moderate price. A lot of the features that you're going to see, the hair detangle, the cord free, so many of the things you find on a very expensive vacuum, where Shark always tries to toe the line and give us something that's affordable on this. 2.9 million Shark vacs have been sold on QVC. This one, an exclusive configuration for you. And we are talking about the final Shark stick vac, today's special value of the year. I have to say, when I read this was 6 pounds, it truly is 6 pounds, and it's not top heavy.
Yes, great point. Now I will say it will not stand up like this because it is a smaller stick. If you're out and about and you need to answer the phone, pick up the baby, whatever, you can just hang the hand back right on itself. Super compact and obviously light that way. But of course, you're going to store it on the base, so it stores up right on the base. But yeah, this is the thing we thought about all those things.
You sure did.
Like how, is it hard to use? Is it hard to push even though it's cordless? Right. Is it too heavy? Is it top heavy? Right? Is it not ergonomic? So in addition to your DirtDetect, which means when it sees dirt,
that's one of the technologies.
Exactly. The second one is your FloorDetect. So right now, it's recognizing it's on a hardwood floor, so it's ramping down the speed. That saves our battery time, right? But it also gives us that precision clean. Look at how it literally cuts through this dust like a knife through butter, okay? And that's with the low power. That's all you need. And by the way, these are power fins, not a bristle brush, so it's not going to scratch your floor. So when I go to the carpet over here, there's no dirt, but I already hear it going faster, right?
It's amazing to me that it knows that.
It knows. I know. It's incredible. I haven't touched anything. And when I go over to the hair, now we're getting that full boost power, and that boost gives you 50% more power for 50% better cleaning in your carpets. And we've even improved our brush a little bit so that we have that better power fins cleanup. And see the little red here? Now it's yellow. I just keep going until it turns blue. I don't have to know that there's no more cat hair or dust in the carpet. Right. The vacuum toast told me. Amazing, right?
Amazing. So it's smart enough to know what floor I'm on. It preserves or preserves the battery life beautifully, because you get 60 minutes on a full charge, and it's always charging when you're sitting in the stand, so it'll always be ready to go for you. But it has yet another technology.
All right, well, here we go, Pat. EdgeDetect. So when it senses the wall, let me just come back over here so you see. Okay, so see, that's my regular power on hard floor, and it shows me my carpet's clean. But when I go next to the wall, not only does the light light up, and that happens on both sides of the vacuum, it is sending extra power, 50% more power. So guess what you don't have to do? You don't have to go around the house like this. Oh boy. No, we don't want you to do that. We want you to have easy access. Also, brush roll. This is a self-cleaning brush roll, no hair wrap. So you don't have to get on your hands and knees with the scissors. And as I'm going along, I hope you guys can hear this, it's self-adjusting. That's what we want. I'm not pushing a button. I don't have to pull a trigger. It knows when there's dirt, and it gives me more power.
Yeah, not to take anything away from your expertise, but you're really not doing anything but just guiding it.
I'm not, you're absolutely
just turned it on.
And here's the LightDetect. How about that? So the battery, saves the battery as well, but also it knows when it's in a dark space, and it gives more light, so I can see the dirt to clean it.
And you can tell because it tells you when it's clean. Because I don't wear my glasses to clean, I just clean.
Exactly, yeah. If you don't put your glasses on, or maybe you don't have the dexterity you used to have, this is so easy. And when you're done, you don't have to worry about taking it to the trash can, poofing the dirt everywhere. It automatically empties.
And you didn't help it. It remembered to do this.
Exactly.
And
every
now
time.
It's recharging every time.
Every single time.
Okay, so before we go anywhere.
Okay.
All right, so what was here is down here.
Yep.
How will I know? Do I have to open this to see if I need to?
Yes, so there's a little indicator light, as you said, which will light up and say, hey, I'm full, empty me out.
Okay.
You just lift it, okay? And in this, there is a filter here, there's a filter down there. You're gonna just dump it. I won't do it now because it'll be messy, but I do recommend taking this outside to the bin or doing it in a bag, because we don't wanna push, again, you don't want the poof. So take this, and again, you'll have to do this every few weeks. Your odor reduction's right here.
Not every day, not every time.
No.
Vacuum.
I would say at least a month. But the light will tell you.
Okay.
And it'll just absolutely depend on
and it won't be stinky smelly because you have your odor reduction little capsule thing right here. And if you decide you don't need that down the road, you don't have to buy another one.
You get a full year. And what's nice about that, it's not like lighting a candle. It's actually working to keep that musty, dusty smell, to neutralize that within your vacuum.
All right, let's take a look at this. 400 already ordered.
So many great technologies, Pat. You not only have that detect, which you can do the automatic, once you turn it on, it automatically adjusts itself. But you have, it's like it's thinking. It really is. Everywhere you go, right? Is it carpet? It knows that, to adjust it up. Is it an edge? It knows you need more suction along those edges so that the little fuzzies don't get stuck between the baseboard and the, and the flooring. And of course, it knows to give you more power when you go up to carpeting. So we had a question earlier about a trigger. It's not a trigger. You're not holding anything.
Oh, that's a good question.
You just push a button.
Yes. You just push that button and the vacuum just thought through the whole thing. And you just put it in the stand and it automatically recharges and it sucks all the dirt down into that larger bin that after a couple of weeks, depending on your household, you just take that outside, push the button, it falls out, and you start over. This is the configuration exclusive to QVC. We are not only giving you one odor reduction puck, but we're giving you a second one. Each one lasts 6 months. We are going to give you, and we're going to show you, this extra tool that you don't have to buy separately, that you could go over your big screen TVs and things this time of the year really get static and dust on them and everything. We'll talk about that. Here is your crevice tool, because you're going to take this out to the car. It's cordless. Here is your animal fur tool, so you don't have to worry about that. Here are your colors. The silver is available other places. If you were only to get the basics without the extra 2 tools that we're going to give you, $449. Why would you pay $187 more for it? Here is exclusive colors now. Magenta, plum, your blue most popular, your teal. And the stand is white. There's no color choice. Actually, the only color is like right in here, so you don't have to worry about that at all. It weighs 6 pounds. I think as an age of possibility, Elizabeth, one of the nicest things about this is cord-free. So I feel a little safer when I'm using this, because I honestly did scratch my cornea. I had a canister, it had the retractable cord, and I was down here and the cord went right across. Ouch. I know, I was very embarrassed when I had to go to the eye doctor. He's like, how did you hurt yourself? Vacuuming.
Oh dear.
But you'll feel safer, I think. And there's a freedom to cord-free like you've never discovered before.